So, the chair's been issued for a while. To the chair out, or to the stair out. It turns out the stair is bungee corded. In the back, to some things. Turns out it's bungee corded some wires. And it used to be automatic release and stuff, not so much. Finally found something to put together, and somebody else took it out. So, I took it out and now it's falling. I took this out by hand, bent it over here. I can see that anywhere. Had to bend the stairpiece to get it off right here, right? So, electrical issues, brake lights don't work. I mean, there, then, so the brake lights, the brakes went out. So, it's obviously just air in the line, so they had to work on the brakes, and then he's been bleeding the brakes. For the last 2-3 days, he's been stuck here in the RV. We're gonna take a look at what it's doing. So it's some sort of suction pump type thing to get the air out of the lines, but it's like, dude, there's just air in the lines, but now we're missing the cap for the master cylinder. Now another person who's not a mechanic thinks the problem's obviously the master cylinder, but if you look at these fuses, those fuses don't go to this car. That fuse box, never been here before. I don't know where this battery came from. That's not the battery that was in here before. So a bunch of stuff happening that I don't know what's going on. So obviously to mess with this, there's a piece that goes under here is missing. It's missing. All you can see, I'll clean up over here. You can tell where they've been working at. Boom, boom, boom. See it? So, I mean that, look at that right there, boom. They're messing with it right here. So fucking tweakers and electronics do no go, dude, especially when it comes to the cars. But following this over here, this is a spot we should put the secondary battery right there. Plenty of room for it, even mount for it. I messed with the electrical, and now our fridge doesn't work. So now the lights don't work, fridge don't work, a bunch of stuff, and then they have a gas relay. So they turn off to hit the gas relay switch, so then the gas runs out. But so we have a secondary auxiliary battery, which I did a few days ago. We're running jumper cables to it. It's like, dude, you don't run jumper cables. And they had it inside. Originally, it was right next to the bathroom, so people would piss on it and shit. He's like, somebody's gonna die. But so I did put a secondary battery in here for the auxiliary, just help that. But there's power consumption drains. I don't know where it's coming from, because I think it goes to electric too. But it's dirty in here, don't mind that. But secondary battery. They were running just jumper cables to it, but I wrote negative. I covered all through the electrical tape all the way through here. Positive, same thing, electrical tape all the way through there, and then around to it. Right in through the wall, right there. Because before they tried to go and jumper cables, but in through the wall. See that? So it's visible, and you go into the carpet more. You just want to work on that. But over here, I need the stair. So we have it going straight connections here, electrical tape in there. Ghetto, I know, but it's better than having the battery right here. So before back to there, we should run it. We couldn't even shut the box, so all the tension is going on in the connections here. And there's holes in the wires, and the wires are touching. But down below is going to be where we're just at, underneath the stair. The stair right there. So the fridge is right here. So the fridge isn't working, but as you hear, too much work. More work to go. As you hear, they keep yelling, shut the door. So it's hard to work on the RV when it's too cold. You gotta shut the door, but the car don't even work now. So the car doesn't work, nobody cares. But instead of trying to work on it, shut the door, it's too cold. Or we can't do that right now, so we can't work on it, but yet we're stuck here. It's trying to do it. This RV, I swear, it's not me.